Yo, 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 yo. Are we live? Are we live? Chat, are we live? Y'all let me know, man. Let me know, baby. Without further ado, y'all know who it is, man. It's your boy, the one and only, baby. Mr.
Mr.
Solution.
Solution.
Let's get it, baby. We live. How y'all feel out there? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got a good one for y'all today, baby. We gonna talk about it today, baby. Yes, we are. Yeah. Let the beat build. Let the beat build. Oh. Okay. Okay. Cut the beat. Yo, 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 yo. I'm glad. I'm happy to be here, man. Happy to be here, y'all. Man, let me say something before I even get things started. First, let me get some housekeeping out the way. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Y'all know the vibes, man. Make sure y'all hit a like for the channel, baby. We gotta push this channel out, man. We gotta push this channel out. Y'all know I couldn't do it without y'all, so I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I know a lot of you guys started rocking with me with trucking content. I was dropping vlogs. I was dropping even before the vlogs. If y'all like go back to my old stuff, and we gonna get into the show. I just wanna say a few things. If y'all go back to my old stuff, I was doing like instructional videos teaching you a lot of how to videos, how to load at the rack, how to unload fuel. M- Most of my, content is based on fuel hauling, you know what I'm saying? So that is the play for the day. And yeah, man, so we've grown and now it's getting to the point where I want to give y'all some live shows. I want to come with some live content. I want to really show y'all some things that I've been working on. And the vlogs gonna keep coming. That ain't stopping. Matter of fact, I do want to let y'all know a vlog will be dropping within the next couple days. I got a vlog dropping within the next couple days. I dropped a few shorts for you guys so y'all can see that. Y'all can check that out. And yeah, man, we in here. So the make sure you hit a like for the algorithm. Gotta push this out. Share the video, you know what I'm saying? Let people know what we on up in here. And without further ado, let's get this thing started, baby. Let's get this thing started. So first thing we gonna talk about, man, we gonna go ahead and check the weather in the country. Cause bro, I don't know where y'all at, but it's been hot. It's been hot in here, dog. It's definitely been hot. So let's check and see what it's looking like in the country. I know it's definitely hot all around this country, bro. Things been crazy. So let's see what the weather looking like. And first I'm gonna let y'all. We not gonna do the whole like United States. Y'all see all that. We gonna go from specific cities. So right now, let me go ahead. Let me not scroll. I don't want to show y'all too early. First we gonna start off with the ATL, man. What's Hold on, I'm gonna get to that. Swasi. I see you in the chat, man. I'm gonna get to that in a second, man. Let me talk about this right quick. So ATL, y'all looking at like 97 degrees. Austin, which is like not too far from me, y'all looking at 95 degrees and a little bit of thunderstorm. Let me refresh this, bro, because this Boston, they say Boston is 101, Brooklyn 102. Hold on. Let me refresh this page because that can't. What? Bruh, Atlanta and Austin is cooler than Boston and Brooklyn? Boston, y'all looking at 101. Brooklyn, y'all looking at 102. What is going on out there? Chicago is 80 degrees. Y'all cool over there, man. Y'all chilling. Columbus, I'm guessing that's Ohio, 97 degrees. What is we doing? Dallas, 93. That sound about right. Houston is not 88. Don't believe this. Houston is not 88, dog. I'm out here. Denver, 70 degrees. Wow. Los Angeles, look, 72 degrees. That's why y'all out there riding and picketing and doing all that extra stuff, because y'all, it's cool out there. Y'all got a nice little breeze on the ocean and everything. Y'all good protesting. Come to Houston with that protest, bro. You gonna be sweating before you leave the house. Manhattan, New York, 98 degrees. What is going on? How is Philadelphia hotter than Phoenix by a degree? Philadelphia, 101 degrees. Phoenix, 100 degrees. What? Y'all, what is Queens, New York, 102. San Antonio, 94. San Antonio is cooler than New York right now. What? San Diego, 69 degrees. San Jose, 70 degrees. The Bronx, 98 degrees. Washington, 100 degrees. What? Y'all, I don't know what's going on. It's just I don't know what's going on out here, bro. It's crazy. Man, Miami. I can't believe they ain't even got Miami in the list. That's definitely a top city. Let me see if I can scroll down and see something. Um, yeah, Miami. Y'all ain't even up here, man. Y'all ain't even up here, dog. So you say it's a good breeze. Y'all are close to the ocean. That's y'all right here. Let me see if I could click this and see what it show me. Florida. Okay, so I can scroll in. Miami. So that's where you at. You in Miami, bro. I You ain't gotta say too much now. I could tell you what the problem is. If you in Miami, let me go ahead and address this right quick. Let me holler at my dog right quick. Swasi. He said, what's the best way to get, let me see if I can pull it up. So he said, what's the best way to get a fuel job? I haven't been having any luck. Swasi, the problem is, bro, you in Miami. That's your problem number one. You in Miami, and if you watch OG channel, OG Dirty Broke, he definitely explained this a lot of times. Like Miami, those type of cities, Florida, period, is hard to get a trucking job out there because the market is flooded. Like it's so many, it's so much competition, so many people out there. It's hard to get on in Florida. What I would advise you to do, if first, do you have any experience? If you got any experience, let me know, man. Put it in the chat if you got any experience. If you don't got any experience, you gotta either get with a flatbed company. I would advise you get with a flatbed company, somebody that got the forklift on the back or something like that. Try to get on with one of them, or get on with a driving company. Those two companies are like the easiest ones to get on with. Try those companies. This is if you don't got no experience as far as driving and stuff like that. If you got experience, I would apply to every fuel hauling company you can. Even if you pulling up and you see okay, you got 2 years experience. Even if you pulling up and you see a guy at the fuel at the gas station, go holler at him, man. Go see if you could talk to him and see if you can get some information on his job, if they hiring or anything, or the protocols, and ask them some questions. Like, guys come up to me all the time asking if this company hiring and stuff like that. I always show, I'm sure 9 times out of 10 he gonna give you some game. I always either on my trailer, I tell him take a picture of the back of the trailer, go ahead and apply through that. I give him a recruiter number or whatever like that. And that way, once they apply and do all the steps like that, go ahead and hit the recruiter up, let them know you applied, and go about it that way. Um, Make sure you definitely Google any tanker company in your area. Take whatever job you can take, dog, because all you need is that experience from that one company, and the door is gonna flood. You gonna be flooded. Then once you get that once you get that experience, you gonna be flooded. I'm telling you. He said he been doing that, getting referrals and stuff. Then what I would say, don't stop trying. It Sometimes you are at like companies. This is what they do. They hire, most likely they hire around the beginning of the year or at the end of the year. Right now we in the middle of the year, so plus we got these tariffs and stuff that's going on. So you gotta also think about the geopolitical atmosphere that we in right now. This is kind of like companies not really trying to take on too much right now. Companies either laying some people off or they not hiring right now. A lot of times companies actually, when I got on with this company that I'm with now and my previous company, I got hired in November. Well, my previous company, I got hired in December. This company, I got hired in November. That's around the time you really want to put that work in as far as applications, because that's the times that they really be hiring. No, your October, November, yeah, your October, November, December, January, February, March months. Those are the months that they really be hiring. Make sure you put in apps around those months, and you should be getting, you should be in luck, man. So hopefully that I was able to help you with that, man. And we gonna move it along, and we gonna go ahead to the diesel prices, man. Let me give y'all an update on the diesel prices around America right now. So let's go check that out. 2025 DOE regional diesel fuel prices. So last week, I don't think we did a show last week, but when we first started, it was 347 as the US average. Then it jumped up to 357. Yeah, then it jumped up to 357, 10 cent. Now, currently, it's at $3.77. Like I said, geopolitical tensions and stuff like that, that play a big part. That play a big part. No problem, Swasi. I got you, big dog. So the U.S. average right now is $3.77. The East Coast, y'all looking at $3.79. New England area, y'all looking at $3.96. For the Central Atlantic area, y'all looking at $3.91. And the Lower Atlantic area, y'all looking at $3.72. The Midwest, y'all looking at $3.77. Gulf Coast, around my area, y'all looking at $3.43. We gonna always be the cheapest. That's why I tell y'all, look, move to states like Texas, Arizona, New Mexico. I was gonna say Louisiana, but I moved away from Louisiana. So, but move around, dog. $3.43 over there. Your Rocky Mountain, y'all looking at $3.68, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, $3.68. West Coast, y'all know y'all the highest. $4.45. And California, y'all at $4.89. Y'all are $1 and what, 12 cent above the US average. I don't know how y'all do it out there. We looked at the temperature, so I guess that's the reason why y'all staying in California, bruh. So good luck to y'all in Cali, man. I don't know how y'all do it. I don't listen. They can't pay me enough money to be sitting out there, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't care about the weather. I don't care about that. Y'all one earthquake away from breaking off for the United States. Like no lie. I'm good on Cali, bro. I'm good on Cali. So that's the diesel prices for this week, the week of June 23rd. So we're gonna check back on next week and see what the price is looking like. So far the prices are going up. The price of the brick is going up, man. Get your diesel while you can, bro. Now let's go ahead and check the money, man. This is what we want to know about. Definitely we want to know about this right here. So let's see what the stock market done today. I definitely know I made some money and I lost some money too. So, but overall, my portfolio is green, so we good on that. Let me get this off. All right. So right now, Dow Jones was up 1.19%. That's a 570.24 point gain. The S&P 500 was up 1.11%, which was 67.01 points for the day, and the Nasdaq was up 1.42, the highest, which was 281 points, 0.56 points up. And these are your biggest movers, or was it? Oh man, I just bought. Oh, I didn't buy Visa. Dog, I was supposed to buy Visa today. Man, I don't know how I missed that one, bro. Mm. I gotta buy Visa today. I mean, I gotta buy it tomorrow. Right now, currently Visa is at $351, so definitely gonna buy a Visa. The Russell was up 1.24%. That's your small cap. I ain't really interested in the Russell, to be honest. Just tell y'all what it was. The VIX, which lets you know the volatility of the market, was down. A lot of times, if the VIX is dropping, nine times out of 10, the market is going up. If the VIX is going up, 9 times out of 10, the market is going down. So, just to give y'all some game on that, if y'all paying attention to the stock market, anything like that, that's definitely how you can tell if you need to buy or sell. And Berkshire Hathaway, the highest stock in the game is, and you know what? Shout out to Berkshire Hathaway, man. Let's give them a round of applause. Shout out to Berkshire, man. You know why? Because I actually work for Berkshire Hathaway. Even though I work for Pilot, they are owned by Berkshire Hathaway. So shout out to them. They are currently the highest stock in the market, man. One share costs more than a house. One share of Berkshire Hathaway Class A is $740,000 and 85. No, $740,085. That's crazy. That's more than probably 50% of the houses out here. So shout out to them, man. Berkshire getting that money, man. Berkshire getting that bag. I wish I had a do I think I do? No, I don't. So I'm gonna work on that for the next one. I don't know how I ain't got that one. But let's get into the nitty-gritty, man. We gonna get into I forgot to tell y'all, man. The stories I got for y'all today is we gonna go ahead and talk about The View with Whoopi talking some crazy stuff. She out her mind, out her koofy. We gonna talk about these Atlanta water boys, man. Y'all been wilding. Y'all been wilding for real. We gonna definitely talk about y'all. And we gotta talk about the biggest news of the week, bro. Probably the biggest news of the year. US bombing Iran nuclear facilities. We about to talk about that. Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm, man. And let's get straight into it. Let's talk about Whoopi. Whoopi.
Hamas.
Hold on, let me go ahead now. So Whoopi, let me just preface this. Whoopi said that living in America is worse than in Iran. So let's go ahead and hear what she got to say.
Understand why they're doing it. And by the way, let me remind people about Masa Amini, who's an Iranian woman who was killed for miswearing her hijab. More than a vast majority of that country is also not happy with the people in
so we
power.
Don't like what another country's doing.
No, they deserve
so
this. I'm saying I'm not going to defend the legalness of a terrorist nation that has been funding people, killing people for decades, and say, well, they didn't follow the law. They've never followed the law.
I just want to throw this in there. you might want to think about this, because the reason there is diplomacy is so people are not bombing each other willy-nilly.
Yeah. Which
so
is
there
why
has
I commend what's going on right now, because the U.S. is not actively involved.
Well, no, they're not actively involved because by law,
they're not supposed to.
He can't make that decision unilaterally.
If I was the target of every country,
now this is before all this stuff just happened, so just follow me on this. This was June. Wait, this was June 18th? Yeah. So this was a few days before this actually happened with US and Iran. So let's go.
Unilaterally.
Oh, but by the way, Iran has launched ballistic missile attacks on U.S. forces in Iraq in just 3 years ago, preemptively. They have attacked Israel preemptively.
Understood.
They're a terrorist nation and the biggest.
So
should we do what they do?
No, as I said, the people of Iran have self-determination, and they want the Ayatollah gone. They should do it internally through a democratic
process. And by the way, I want to say this
so
that I don't get a bunch of hate mail. Criticism of the Israeli government is not anti-Semitic, okay? I am criticizing Benjamin Netanyahu. I am criticizing Israel. I am not an anti-Semite. But under international criminal law, what is happening now is not legal. That's the bottom line.
That's the thing. So the question then becomes, I mean, that's why you have a UN. That's why you had all of these folks who come together. And yeah, it's it's slow.
But let's just remember too, the Iranians literally throw gay people off of buildings. They don't adhere to basic human rights.
Listen, here's the thing. Let's not do that, because if we start with that, we have been known in this country to tie gay folks to the car.
I'm sorry, but where the Iranian regime is today in 2025 is nothing
used
compared
to
the
just
United
keep
States.
hanging black people. So
it is not even the same. I couldn't step foot wearing this outfit.
Wait. That's not what you mean to say. It is the same.
No, it's not. The year 2025 in the United States is nothing like if I step foot wearing this outfit in Toronto.
Listen, I'm sorry.
No, I can't have my hair showing. I can't wear a skirt. I can't have my...
She about to lose her mind. Let's see what she got. Let's see what she about to say, man.
Understood. I'm telling you,
I literally said it was up to the Iranian people.
Yes, it is up to them.
And that's why I am saying that it is the same. Murdering someone for their difference is not good, whoever does it. It's not good. So that's why I said you weren't saying what I heard was not what you meant.
I think it's very different to live in the United States in 2025 than it is to live in Iran.
Not if you're black.
Not for everybody.
Not if you're black.
Guys, don't go to Tehran.
Not if you're black. So anybody that's watching this, if you're black, are you being hanged in the streets right now? Are you able to walk around freely, go to the grocery store, go buy some food? Are you able to go to McDonald's or any other fast food restaurant you like to do to go get you some food, something to eat? Are you able to get a place to stay, a roof over your head? Are you able to go buy a car? Are you able to work? Like, what's she talking about? I'm black. So living in America now, yeah, there's racism and racist people still living and breathing, but ain't nothing holding me back. Ain't no racism holding me back. I'm talking to y'all right now on YouTube. I just got off of work a couple hours ago. I gotta do some schoolwork right now. I'm in college. Like, I'm a black person that's thriving. I got a nice vehicle. I got a nice family, nice wife. Like, I'm good out here. I don't know what she talking about. And I'm gonna stop it right there because I want y'all to see something, man. I wanna show y'all something because she talking about living in Iran. It's like living in America, right? So let's see if I can pull this up, man. Let me get Whoopi off the screen. Let me see, man. Y'all bear with me for a second. Let me get this right. Let's see if I can show y'all this, man. Hold on. All right, let's go to it. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear this, because I'm not going to be able to see y'all. So hopefully y'all can hear this. But full screen. It will. Mm. Yes, indeed. All right. Now, this what she's talking about is living in Iran as a woman. So Whoopi Goldberg said living in Iran right now today is better than living in United States today. She literally said that. So she's explaining to you. She's according to her, she's lived in Iran. I don't think she lived there now, but she lived in Iran for some years. I think she gonna mention it in this video. Let me hear if y'all let me know if y'all can hear any similarities of Iran and United States. Let's play it. Mm, dang. Hey man. Passport bros. Y'all need to go to Iran, bro. That's where y'all are benefit at. Y'all going to Dominican Republic and in Puerto Rico and Colombia and stuff. Y'all need to go to Iran. The laws in y'all favor. Go ahead, fellas. Listen, we gonna get back to the video. But why is she talking with her mouth full, bro? Like she bothering me with that. Why you couldn't just record the video after you finish eating or something? Like, is that bothering anybody else out here? That's really bothering me. I ain't gonna lie. Like, lady, come on, bro. Her mouth, look at her cheek. Disgusting. Eat your food, lady. Mm. Wait, wait. Hold on. I gotta play that over because I don't know if she misspoke or what. You hear this? Damn. Oh, I just passed it up. See, I need. Yeah, I think she meant to say your wife with another man. Damn. in Iran is better than the USA? Living in Iran is better than the USA? Really? I don't know about that one. I don't think Whoopi seen this video. Damn. Oh, fellas, unlimited box. You can't say no. I'm done with that video, man. She proved that Whoopi tripping. Whoopi out her koofy. Know what she talking about, bro? Living in Iran is you crazy, lady? Let me get her back on the screen. She wildin'. Ain't gonna play it.
It's
though.
not good.
She wildin', her. She look crazy, looking like the Predator. She get on my nerves too. I ain't lying, dog. So that's y'all heard the lady, man. Y'all heard her talk about it, and I don't know what Whoopi talking about. Living in Iran is worse than better than America. She crazy. Y'all, we heard what that lady said. You will be hanged if you kill somebody. You will be hanged for all kind of stuff, bro. They still hanging people out there. Sheesh. Ain't no going to jail. Ain't no spending your years in jail. Nah, none of that. Nah, we gonna just straight hang you. Go ahead, wrap it up, big dog. So that's that with her. Get her off my screen, man. That's that with her. So our next topic we're gonna talk about is these ATL water boys, man. It's crazy, bro. Because before I get it started, I always wanted to do this with my kids. I always wanted to go ahead and get a nice big cooler and fill it up with ice and water bottles and probably Powerade or Gatorade or something and go sell it right there at the light. You know what I'm saying? That'll be a nice little job for the kids in the summer break. They can make some money. We can, you know what I'm saying, do it and make something happen. But it's people like this that make it hard for you, bro. People like this, man. Let's see what they doing in the ATL, y'all.
Are accused of using Cash App to scam drivers out of a lot of money. This week alone, 2 trusting victims have come forward to say they were robbed of more than $1,000.
They say they only meant to send a few bucks to the teens who sell water at intersections throughout the city. Fox 5's Rob Darienzo is live in Midtown tonight. Rob, it's an important warning.
Yeah, that's right, guys. They say no good deed goes unpunished, and these victims tell me they were just trying to send a couple bucks to the water boys over Cash App, but when they handed their phones to them to put in their usernames, they got scammed.
Why would you hand your phone to these fools, bro? Enough for them to just run and take your phone. Your phone is unlocked. They could get in anything besides that. You can put in any amount on the Cash App. And you gonna hand them your phone. No, give me your number. What's the number? I'm gonna punch it in. It ain't work. All right, what's the next? What's the username? Boom, boom, boom. Punch it in. It ain't work. All right, big dog. I'ma holler at you. I ain't got no cash on me. Roll that window up. We out. You ain't about to get my phone, playboy. No stir, no stir. It don't work like that. It don't work like that, bro. Not around where I come from. Are you crazy or is you stupid? You one of the two.
If y'all are in Atlanta, do not give any money to the water boys.
It was a bottle of water that cost Tristan Richardson $1,100. She encountered Atlanta's infamous water boys off the downtown connector in Midtown earlier this week.
One of the boys came up to my window and I let my window all the way down. And I was like, I don't have any cash.
The water boy told her he'd take Cash App, so she put in her $2 payment and tried to get his username.
And then he was like, he took the phone. He was like, no, let me just type it in. You're not typing it right.
As soon as she got her phone back, she realized she messed up.
When he gave the phone back to me and I sent the payment, it was $1,100.
And it seems to be a growing trend. Police say on Monday a man lost $1,000 at that same exact intersection with the water.
Now imagine it's the first of the month, the second of the month, third of the month, and you gotta pay your rent. You just got paid, and you gotta pay your rent, and you just got finessed out $1,100, bro. Listen, gonna be some slow singing and flower bringing. If you try and finesse me like that, hey, you gotta come see me, big dog. I ain't lying. It ain't going down like that. And look, this is why women need a man. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all need y'all man, bro. Because y'all easily finessing out here. They playing on y'all. They grabbing y'all phone at the red. Like, what you doing? Why you rolling your window down? You supposed to crack the window. It don't need you need this much space. Look, what you need, big dog. How much the water is? Oh, all right, here you go. And squeeze it through the thing. All right, boom, we out. You don't no, you don't give them your phone. You don't have a whole wad of cash and you just flipping through it trying to find the right bill and then you hand it. No, bro. All they gonna do is reach in and grab it. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's think. Come on now. Come on now.
Boys using the same exact tactic. Last week, we told you about a woman who says she lost $800 on a QR code provided by a group of water boys off I-20 in Joseph E. Lowry.
If anybody knows me, I'm always giving to people. I'm always just helping out the community.
The emotional TikTok Richardson made right after it happened has gone viral.
I had so many comments on my video of people saying, that's the oldest trick in the book.
Bruh, come on.
I never heard of that trick. Like, I live in the suburbs. I was raised in the suburbs.
She has received a lot of support through an online fundraiser, but she has this warning to others.
If you're in Atlanta and you come by, you pass by the water boys, I wouldn't even press my finger on the roll down window button. I wouldn't even press that. Like, don't even bother.
Yeah, that's right.
And Richardson has filed a police report with APD, who is currently investigating this. Meanwhile, she says she's opened a dispute with Cash App, but she says this could take weeks, maybe even months to resolve.
It's definitely going to
from
take.
Here live in Midtown, Rob DiRienzo, Fox.
It's definitely going to take weeks and months because listen, I had Cash App, man, and they closed my account for no good reason. Excuse me, they closed my account for no good reason, bro. I don't even rock with Cash App no more. I ain't got Cash App. I got Zelle and that's it. I got Zelle. I'm trying to think. And Apple Pay. You ain't got no iPhone. You ain't got Zelle. I can't help you, big dog. I ain't got Cash App. You got Cash? No, I ain't got it. You got cash on you? No. I just need a quarter. I ain't got it, bro. And look, my son. And that's why y'all call it what you want. I mean, whatever. I don't give no money out to nobody in my car standing on the corner. Especially if you're an able-bodied man, I'm definitely not gonna give you no money, dog. If you somebody sitting out there with a dog, I'm not gonna give you no money. It really gotta be like a real. It's like it gotta really be something crazy. Like I don't hand out money, bro. I don't. I ain't even got it like that. I got too many kids. I got bills. I got things I gotta handle, bro. I don't hand no money out, bro. I ain't lying. For that reason right there. People be finessing. Either they gonna use the money to go get some drugs or something, or some liquor, alcohol. You know what? I would feel better handing somebody some water, handing them, like, say I just went, got some food from probably got some Wingstop or something. I just go ahead and give them the whole meal. I will give you what you need outside of money. You need some water, you need this, you need that. Like, it's been times where I was at the gas station dropping fuel and a dude, and let me tell y'all this story, man. This might be funny to y'all, bro. So I'm gonna tell y'all this story, man. Story time with Mr. Solution. So I was dropping fuel, man. I was in the hood too. This was like 3, 4 in the morning. This when I was working overnight. So I was dropping fuel, and man, I had freaking hooked up. I had dropped in one tank, and I was moving the hose to the other tank, and I forgot what happened, bro. I moved the hose. Oh, I think I had to move the truck or something. It was something to where I didn't connect the drop gun to the drop, you know what I'm saying, to the thing. Now, this dude had asked me for some money, or he asked me, can I get him something out the stove? And I was like, hold on, let me go ahead and finish dropping this stuff, and I'm gonna get back with you. So he's standing there. He basically watching me do my whole thing, right? So he's standing there in the distance a little bit, but he watching me. And so I try to hook up, and I did not hook up the drop gun to the drop. I hooked up the hose to the compartment. And when I hooked up to the compartment, I pulled the lever. And when I pulled the lever, you know, you always look back to see if you basically like verifying. So I pulled the lever and looked back and seeing I didn't even hook up to the drop gun. I mean, hook up to the thing drop, bro. I was like, oh, I had to hurry up and shut it. And it's already about 30 gallons already out. So all that is all over the ground, bro. I had to grab like a whole stack of freaking spill pads. I was out there sweating, bro. I was heated, dog. I was heated. Do y'all know this man was sitting there watching me clean up the spill? Sitting there watching me. Now, you just asked me for some money or to get you something out the store, right? So I ain't even say nothing. I'm heated. He's steady talking, asking, you know, silly questions like, oh man, you got it, or man, dang, that's messed up. He ain't say, man, you need some help, or man, I could do that for you. I could none of that. I would have probably gave him $10 for that. But no, he just sitting there watching me. So I wiped everything up. I got it up. I dropped the rest of my fuel, right? And boom, I'm doing my paperwork. I'm done. I put all my hoses up. Now I'm going inside the gas station, and he walking right behind me. Man, I walk in that gas station. I get a man the paper. You know, I get him to sign some stuff. Give him the paper. I roll out. I get in my truck. He say, "Hey, what about you? You got something for me?" I ain't saying nothing, man. I cranked that truck up. Boom, I'm gone, big dog. You ain't even help me, bro. I was sitting, sweating, cleaning up. Yeah, it was my mistake. Yeah, it was my mess. But dog, you asking for some help, but you can't even help me when you see I need it. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. I'm gone. I holler at you, big dog. Take it easy, man. Go get the next dude that come up in here. So that's my story for the day. That's my story for the day, man. Call it what you want, bro. Now, our next story we gonna talk about is the highlight of the day. Hold on. There. Kids. I'm almost done. Yeah, no, it's the light. What a different. All right, we back. So yeah, we gonna talk about this whole U.S. and Iran stuff. So let's get straight into it. So hold on, that ain't the video I want to show y'all. So we all know, unless you've been living under a rock, we know the U.S. has bombed Iran. They bombed 3 of the nuclear sites, and this is basically the newscast explaining that. So let's get straight into it.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the News at 10. I'm Rick Chambers.
And I'm Karine Winter. In an escalation that could spark all-out war in the Middle East, the United States has dramatically entered Israel's war against Iran.
Yeah, American jets bombed 3 nuclear sites over in the Islamic Republic. One of those sites was the infamous mountain facility at Fordo, a major uranium enrichment center, hundreds of feet underground. And in a speech to the nation, as you heard, President Trump said that all of the sites were, quote, completely and totally obliterated.
We have live team coverage tonight. Yes, KTLA's Sarah Welch is getting local reaction to the strikes. But first, to Rachel Menitoff now from the KTLA News Center with details of the military action. Rachel.
Karine, Rick, good evening to you both. President Trump said tonight if peace doesn't come quickly, he will go after additional targets in the region, saying most of them can be taken out in a matter of minutes. He also praised the U.S. military as the only one in the world to be able to do what was done tonight.
Tonight, I can report to the world that the strikes were a spectacular military success.
President Trump addressing his decision to strike 3 of Iran's nuclear sites to prevent the country from building a nuclear bomb. He says Iran has repeatedly threatened to destroy Israel and says the U.S. completely obliterated its key nuclear enrichment centers, including the heavily fortified Fordow, a facility located 300 feet below the surface of the ground. The bomb used is tens of thousands of pounds and requires a special jet to deploy the weapon, equipment that only the U.S. possesses.
So the bomb that they use was called a bunker buster. They call it a bunker buster. So what it does is it goes and hits the concrete. It goes straight through the concrete, and it explodes like 100 or so meters underground. That's when it detonates. So anything underground, you know what I'm saying, it destroys that for sure. If you're a Call of Duty player, you kind of know what a bunker buster is, even though that's just a game. But it's based off of war tactics and war guns and all. It's basically based off of real life stuff. So that's a bunker buster.
More than a week ago, Israel launched a surprise attack on Iranian sites, and the country retaliated with a series of missile and drone strikes on Israeli infrastructure.
Iran, the bully of the Middle East, must now make peace. If they do not, future attacks will be far greater and a lot easier.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu thanked President Trump and says this is the potential to usher in a new era of prosperity and peace in the Middle East.
America has been truly unsurpassed.
Officials in
let me say something about this guy right here, man. Now, I just want to say I don't agree with none of this, man. I don't agree with us bombing Iran. I don't agree with us being cool with Israel. But I know things got to be done. But I feel like this guy right here, he just give me snake vibes. Like I can't trust him, bro. I can't trust him. It ain't Israel, it's him that he just don't y'all ever ran into that person that like just give you them bad vibes? He give me bad vibes. Like I don't trust him. Now I don't rock with Iran either. If I had to choose between the two, I would choose Israel for sure. But I don't trust neither one of them, though. Now we done bombed them, and thankfully for Israel, they done took out. We basically used them like, you know what I'm saying. We sick the dog on them. You know what I'm saying. Y'all go ahead and take out that other stuff that's probably gonna attack us. Go ahead and knock that out, and then we gonna come in with the big dog. You know what I'm saying. Send the Chihuahua. It's almost like a chess move. We sent the pawns out. A lot of people feel like maybe they are puppeting mastering us and Trump, but I don't really see it that way. And maybe I can be wrong. Maybe you got a different take, but I just don't see it that way. But this guy right here, I don't trust him, bro. And you ain't about to play on me. And if this was to go even further than, you know what I'm saying, to where they starting to opening up drafts and stuff like that, man, look, give me my passport, man. Give me my passport, man. Cause I'm still at draft age, y'all. I ain't trying to go to war. I'll fight for mine though. Don't get me wrong. But this ain't worth it, bro. This ain't no 9/11 type stuff, in my opinion. All right, let's go.
Peace in the Middle East.
America has been truly unsurpassed.
Officials in California and New York say they're monitoring the situation for any potential domestic impacts. Governor Gavin Newsom writes, there's no specific or credible threat we are aware of at this time, but he urges people to stay vigilant and report suspicious activity. Members of Congress on both sides of the aisle are offering mixed reaction. Republican Senator Lindsey Graham from South Carolina congratulated the president and said it was the right call. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries slammed the president's decision, saying the risk of war has now dramatically increased. Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez believes the president's actions are clearly grounds for impeachment. Independent Senator Bernie Sanders addressed the operation at a rally in Oklahoma.
But it is so grossly unconstitutional. All of you know that the only entity that can take this country to war is the U.S. Congress. The president does not have the right.
Kayvon Harris, a professor of sociology at UCLA, says we'll begin to see the effects of this strike tomorrow and in the days to come. It could be in the form of retaliation against 40,000 or so American troops in the region. The conflict could also impact global oil supply, meaning higher prices at the pump for Angelenos.
And you know what? And that's why I messed up. It's why you don't necessarily listen in the news when it comes to stock picking and stock stuff like that, because I'm going off of the news. I'm thinking, oh, we done bombed Iran. They gonna close the straight up Bermuse or Hermuse or however you say it. Now the oil prices is gonna go up. Man, let me go buy some oil stocks. So I bought 2 oil contracts, right? I bought 2 oil contracts. And why that stuff went down, bro? I done lost a couple $100 on the oil contracts thinking that this gonna spike the oil price stuff. Oil prices done went down because it was crazy. And they saying it because, which makes sense. They basically was thinking that the oil prices was gonna go up because the straight up Bermuse, I don't know how to say it, but Iran has control. They not necessarily have control, but they can close it up to where it'll be hard for us to transport oil back and forth. And that would have caused a price hike. But that would have hurt Iran as well. So they feel like 9 times out of 10, Iran not going to do that, because they would just be shooting themselves in their own foot. But then again, I think like we dealing with people that strap bombs to their chest and blow themselves up. So why wouldn't you think they would hurt themselves to, cut off what they say, cut off your nose to spite your face, basically? I could see them doing that. So anyway, we're gonna talk about the retaliation, and which was a joke. But first I want y'all to see these planes that the United States used, because supposedly we are the only country that has these types of planes that can carry this. It's like a 30 pound, a 30,000 or 30 ton, I don't know, 30,000 pound bomb, bunker buster that we used. And these are the planes we used with to carry that attack off.
And turning now to our political reporter, Rachel Louise Just, joining us live in the studio. Rachel, you have been talking to experts throughout the evening about the potential implications of this move. What are you hearing from them?
Yeah, Jane, this is a situation anyone who has had at least say this is a crucial moment. 2 experts in the Middle East that we spoke with tonight expressed alarm at this decision by the Trump administration to involve itself in another war in the region. Pardis Mahdavi is from Iran and has family and friends still in the country. She's also spent her career trying to build understanding between the 2 nations.
It's a nice little plane. And I ain't gonna lie, I remember people saying like it was a that's when people had these whole like aliens and all that. Well, we gotta realize, like, I don't know if it's aliens or anything like that, but we also gotta realize our military don't tell us everything they doing. They could have some stuff up there that's doing all that extraterrestrial looking stuff, and we just don't know about it. That could be the military 9 times out of 10. And I remember seeing something like this on one of those videos, talking about it was an unrecognizable, like a UFO. And it's the military, man. And it's shaped like a bird. It's a whole story behind this, but let me let y'all see.
We spoke with her minutes after the news broke that the U.S. had engaged in the Israel-Iran war.
ever since 9 days ago, when this began, between Iran and Israel, there has been a growing concern that other countries are going to be drawn in. And so now with the United States becoming involved in an unprecedented way, I think that that's really striking fear into the hearts of many.
We also spoke with Dave Kilcolin with Arizona State Center on the Future of War in the School of Politics and Global Studies. He says it remains up for debate if this attack in Iran was necessary at all.
I think this is an attempt to be surgical and quick and get it over with and avoid escalation. I don't think it's going to have that.
I got another video that shows it a little better, I believe. So this is the B-2 stealth bomber. That's what it looked like. It's a nice little, machine. They ain't showing it at full power. I want to see that thing take off. It's nice though. You don't lie. Shout out to the pilots, man. So that's the B-2 bomber, which was nice. But so the lady said something about the retaliation. Iran retaliated, so let's see what they did.
Iran retaliates. I'm Casey Hunt. Welcome to the arena. An American airbase in Qatar coming under fire from medium and short-range ballistic missiles. Iran's supreme leader posting just moments ago his nation, quote, will not surrender to anyone's violation. This video, released by Iran, reportedly shows the moment one of those missiles was launched. Iranian state media calling this operation, quote, blessings of victory. In a new post on his Truth Social platform, President Trump said that no Americans were harmed and that damage was minimal. He also confirmed that Iran gave advance warning that an attack was coming. The president adding that Iran had, quote, gotten it all out of their system, end quote. Al Udeid Air Base.
Hey, this dude, hey, y'all got to give it up for Trump. But this dude, the thing I think about Iran, man, I feel like they what are they, man? They that dude that just talk a lot and don't really be about nothing. He just talk and run his mouth. So they put on their news station because they don't have no CNN. I don't think they get all that. So they put on their news station that they sent a missile out and they basically showing their people that, all right, we about to respond. You know what I'm saying? They done hit us. Let's go get them. So they rallying the troops and they ain't even hit nothing, bro. They ain't gonna bust a grape in a fruit fight, dog. It's crazy. Oh, bro. Listen, I'm glad to be from where I'm from. Not gonna lie. I couldn't imagine being in any other country, bro.
This is America's largest installation in the Middle East. It's home to about 10,000 service members, and it's also the regional headquarters for U.S. Central Command.
People at a shopping mall there in Doha running for safety upon hearing that Iranian missiles were headed toward their country. And this footage showing debris landing by the side of the road. It's unknown whether this is from an Iranian missile or a defensive interceptor.
Yeah, it looked like they
All of
shot
this
it
coming
down.
less than 48 hours after American bombers and submarines struck 3 Iranian nuclear sites. A senior White House official says this retaliation was expected and that at this time, President Trump does not want more military engagement in the region. CNN across all angles of this story from around the world. Let's start at the White House with CNN Chief National Affairs Correspondent Jeff Zeleny. Jeff, of course, the question here, does it end with what we saw right now? Clearly, the president seems to be trying to send some signals that could be a possibility. What are you hearing?
There's no doubt that this message just sent a few moments ago from President Trump certainly signals what we've been hearing here for the last few hours, even as the missiles were being fired at the Al Udeid base outside Doha. There was a sense that President Trump and his team want to de-escalate, and this message certainly confirms that. Let's take a look at this and read it together. Casey, the president said Iran has responded to our obliteration of their nuclear facilities with a very weak response, which we expected and have effectively countered. There have been 14 missiles fired, 13 were knocked down, 1 was set free. He goes on to say, because it was heading in a non-threatening direction, he said, I am pleased to report that no Americans were harmed and hardly any damage was done. Most importantly, they've gotten it out of their system. Interesting how the White House and the president would know that, because that certainly is an open question. But he goes on to say, I would like to thank Iran for giving us an early notice, which made it possible for no lives to be lost and nobody to be injured. But Casey, perhaps the most important part of this, if we could put this back on screen again, the president says this, perhaps Iran can now proceed to peace and harmony in the region.
So let's read this, because he read it, but I want to get to it. So he says, Iran has officially responded to our obliteration. Y'all got to listen to the words he chooses to use. Like, he is this dude, he's a communicator, man. I mean, he probably ain't got the biggest vocabulary, but he said, Iran has officially responded to our obliteration of their nuclear facilities with a very weak response, which we expected. And have very effectively countered. There have been 14 missiles fired, 13 were knocked down, and 1 was set free. Like, all right, we're gonna shoot all of them down. Just let one of them go, because it ain't really going nowhere. Just let that one go. Let it hit the ground. Let it make some little sparks and flies, and let them feel good about themselves. That's basically what he's saying. Like, for real. 13 were knocked down and 1 was set free, because it was headed in a non-threatening direction. I am pleased to report that no Americans were harmed and hardly any damage was done. It's like you done stole somebody money, or man, it's worse than that. It's probably like you done killed somebody daddy or something. Like let's say you killed somebody family member, and you be like, look, my bad, dog. I'm sorry about that. Look, get your lick back, dog. Go ahead, give me one good shot right here. That's basically what we did. Like, go ahead, give me one good hit. Boom. All right, you got it out. Just all right, boom, we good. Go ahead, dab it up. Boom, we good. I'm gonna see you tomorrow, big dog. All right, bro. One. That's what we did, bro. So he said, I'm pleased to report that no Americans was harmed. All right, boom. And hardly any damage was done. Most importantly, they got it out their system, and there will hopefully be no further hate. I want to thank Iran for giving us early notice. So they let us know, look, we about to hit y'all right here. Put your defenses up and shoot a couple of them down. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I can't go out like that, Trump. You done shot down 3 of my bases. I gotta show my people I'm still big, dog. I'm about to send this over there. Y'all just do y'all defense tactics. I ain't gonna hit nobody, but I gotta respond, man. And I'm gonna record the missiles taking off. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show my people that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let me do that. Man, Iran going out bad, dog. Iran going out bad, man. Golly. God. All right. I want to thank Iran for giving us early notice, which made it possible for no lives to be lost and nobody to be injured. Perhaps Iran can now proceed to peace and harmony in the region, and I will enthusiastically encourage Israel to do the same. Thank you for your attention to this matter. So, boom, after this post, I believe they were supposed to have a ceasefire. Not after this post, but there were talks and stuff like that, and they were supposed to have a ceasefire in between Israel and Iran. So when that happened, Trump actually was furious because when he set up the ceasefire, they didn't do it. And this was his
coming
response.
From the region suggests that the sides accuse each other for right.
They still shooting it up, shooting missiles and stuff. He like, bro, I told y'all chill. We done did what we had to do. Let it go. Stop. Israel keep bombing. Iran keep bombing. Trump about to click out on it. Look how he look, bro. He look like somebody daddy or somebody grandpa, like about to pull out the belt. That's how he look right now.
So
I think they both violated it. I'm not sure they did it intentionally. They couldn't rein people back. I don't like the fact that Israel went out this morning at all, and I'm going to see if I can stop it. So as soon as I get away from you, I'm going to see if I can stop it, okay?
Have you spoken to him this morning? How confident are you
I think it's been completely demolished. I think the reason we're here is because those pilots, those B-2 pilots, did an unbelievable job. And you know, the fake news, like CNN in particular, they're trying to say, well, I agree that it was destroyed, but maybe not that destroyed. You know what they're doing? They're really hurting great pilots that put their lives in the line. CNN is scum, and so is MSDNC. They're all, and frankly, the networks aren't much better. It's all fake news, but they should not have done that. Those pilots hit their targets. Those targets were obliterated, and the pilots should be given credit. They're not after the pilots, they're after me. They want to try and demean.
Hey, and this is why, in my opinion, this is the realest president in our lifetime, bro. At least for sure in my lifetime, I ain't never hear a president talk straight off the dome like this. He said, like, y'all fake news. He always say that. Y'all the scum. Like, and that, honestly, CNN, if you watch CNN and MSNBC, like Fox, okay, they do a little butt kissing. I ain't gonna lie. But when you hear CNN and MSNBC, like, they really be going hard. He could do something totally right, and they gonna spin it to what he know he did this wrong and this wrong. He ain't put it this way or that way. Like, bro, he gonna go straight at your neck. Like, he ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing. He not talking politically correct. He just coming straight out and saying how he feel. I rock with that. I like that. That's what I like about him. I ain't gonna lie.
Nuclear program? Iran will never rebuild its nuclear. From there? Absolutely not. That place is under rock. That place is demolished. The B-2 pilots did their job. They did it better than anybody could even imagine. They hit late in the evening. It was dark with no moon, and they hit that target with every one of those things, and that place is gone. But when I see CNN all night long, they're trying to say, well, maybe it wasn't really as demolished as we thought. It was demolished. You take a look at the pinpricks, and you see that place is gone. And I will say, I think CNN ought to apologize to the pilots of the B-2s. I think that MSDNC ought to apologize. I think these guys really, these networks and these cable networks are real losers.
I think he does. You really are.
You're real losers.
He said losers.
You're gutless losers. I say that to CNN.
Hey, he not listen. Look at this. He hear your question and he gonna keep with his thought. He got a thought in his head and he gonna get it out. Forget your question. Forget what you got to listen. I need you to hear this. Let me repeat it for you.
You really are. You're real losers.
You're gutless losers. I say that to CNN because I watch it. I have no choice. I got to watch that garbage. It's all garbage. It's all fake news. But I think CNN is a gutless group of people. And the people that run it, nobody even knows it's been sold so many times. But the people that run it ought to be ashamed. MSDNC, a guy named Brian Roberts, he heads it. He's a disgrace. He's a weak, pathetic disgrace.
He calling by name. This dude.
Iran violated the peace agreement, the ceasefire agreement. Do you believe that Iran is still committed to peace?
Yeah, I do. They violated it, but Israel violated it too.
Yeah.
Israel, as soon as we made the deal, they came out and they dropped a load of bombs, the likes of which I've never seen before. The biggest load that we've seen. I'm not happy with Israel. You know, when I say, okay, now you have 12 hours, you don't go out in the first hour and just drop everything you have on them. So I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with Iran either. But I'm really unhappy if Israel's going out this morning because of one rocket that didn't land, that was shot, perhaps by mistake, that didn't land. I'm not happy about that. You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
Oh, drop the mic. Yeah. Hey, we gonna end it there, baby. Trump turned his back on it. He dropped the F-bomb and he gone. In the plane, in the heli, man. What the heli? Golly. Hey, shout out to Trump, man. Hey, shout out, man. Shout out, bro. Drop the Don DeMarco. Hey, I appreciate y'all for being here with me, man. We had a dang good show. I didn't expect to be on here this long. We've done an hour. Shout out T Hill. Shout out the people that's been here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Swasey. Shout out everybody that's in this thing, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, bro. And we will see y'all on the next one, baby. Let's go. Let's go. We out. We out. We out. We out. It's love. It's love. It's love. It's love. We out here. We out here.